There is a very specific, quiet kind of heartbreak that nobody prepares you for. It's not the heartbreak of a romantic breakup. It's not the grief of losing a loved one to time. It's something sharper, something that makes you question your own sanity, your own judgment, and your own good heart. It is the moment you realize that the person you sacrificed for, the person you defended when everyone else walked away, the person you poured your time, your money, your energy, and your soul into, has turned their back on you.
Worse than that, they didn't just turn their back. They painted you as the villain. They betrayed you. They bit the very hand that fed them, starved itself to make sure they were full, and bled to make sure they were safe. If you clicked on this video, you probably know exactly what I am talking about. You know the exhaustion of giving your all to someone, only to be left standing in the wreckage of their poor choices, wondering, why? What did I do wrong? Was I not enough?
I want you to listen to me very carefully right now. Look at me. You didn't do anything wrong, and you weren't betrayed because you were inadequate. You were betrayed because of what your goodness represented to them. Today, we are going to dive deep into the uncomfortable, unspoken psychology of why the people you help the most are often the first to stab you in the back. And more importantly, we are going to talk about how you can rise from this betrayal without letting their darkness extinguish your light. Let's start with the hard truth. When you find someone in the darkest chapter of their life and you reach down into the mud to pull them out, you become a permanent reminder of their lowest point. Psychologists call this the mirror effect. When they were broken, you were whole. When they were weak, you were strong. When they couldn't pay their rent or fight their own battles or manage their own mind, you stepped in and became their savior. At first, they loved you for it. They showered you with gratitude. They told you that you were their angel. But as time went on and they started to stand on their own 2 feet, the feet you helped heal, something shifted. Every time they looked at you, they didn't see an angel anymore. They saw a mirror. You became a walking, breathing reminder of their inadequacy, their dependency, and their shame. People hate feeling like they owe someone. Human ego is a fragile thing. When someone feels profoundly indebted to you, it creates what psychologists call cognitive dissonance. Their brain cannot handle the heavy burden of owing you their life, their career, or their sanity. So how does the human brain protect its ego? It rewrites the story. To avoid feeling like they are beneath you, they have to tear you down. They have to find a flaw in you. They start convincing themselves that you didn't really help them that much, or that you had a selfish motive, or that you were actually holding them back. They begin to rewrite history. Suddenly, the money you lent them was just a loan you could afford. The hours you spent listening to them cry was just you being controlling. They turn your sacrifices into weapons against you, because if they can make you the bad guy, they no longer have to feel guilty about being ungrateful. They didn't betray you because you are a bad person. They betrayed you because your immense goodness made their demons uncomfortable. There is a second reason, and it hurts just as much. It's the entitlement trap. There is a famous saying, "Give a man a fish and he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish and he eats for a lifetime." But they left out the third part of that quote. The third part is, give a man a fish every single day, and on the day you finally say no, he will curse you, call you greedy, and try to burn down your house. When you consistently overgive, you train people on how to treat you. You accidentally teach them that your sacrifices are free and that your boundaries don't exist. When you continuously save people from the consequences of their own actions, you don't heal them, you enable them. And the moment
The exact second you run out of resources or you finally set a boundary and say, I can't do this anymore, they lose their minds. They're not mad because you said no. They are furious because you broke the unspoken contract. In their mind, your unconditional help wasn't a gift, it had become an expectation. It became a basic human right. You became a utility. And just like electricity or running water, nobody thanks the power company when the lights are on. They just scream and kick the walls when the power goes out. To them, you weren't a human being with your own trauma, your own exhaustion, and your own needs. You were a resource. And when a resource dries up, people abandon it to look for the next well.
This is the agonizing reality of the overgiver. We give until we are entirely empty, and the moment we ask for a drop of water in return, we are called selfish. This brings us to the most dangerous part of betrayal, the aftermath. When you get stabbed in the back by someone you bled for, something inside of you breaks. A profound darkness settles into your spirit. You lie awake at night, staring at the ceiling, replaying the conversations. You look at the texts, you think about the sacrifices, and a toxic, bitter seed gets planted in your heart. You make a vow. You say to yourself, never again. I will never help anyone ever again. I'm done being the nice guy. I'm done being the stepping stone for everyone else's success. From now on, I only care about myself. Let them drown. You build walls so high and so thick that no one can ever get in. You decide that to survive in this cruel, ungrateful world, you have to become just as cold and calculating as the people who used you. Listen to me. If you do that, they win. If you let the betrayal of a broken, ungrateful person turn you into a bitter, closed-off cynic, then they didn't just take your time or your money. They took your soul. They stole the very essence of what makes you beautiful. Your empathy is not a weakness. Your desire to heal people, to lift people up, to be the light in someone's dark room, that is a rare and magnificent superpower. Do you have any idea how rare it is to find a genuine, loving heart in today's world? Do not let a parasite convince you that being a host to love is a disease. It is time to change the narrative. You are not a victim of your own good heart. You are a student in the brutal school of life, and you just graduated to the next level. Betrayal is not a punishment. It is a filter. It is the universe's way of forcibly removing people from your life who were never meant to be in your next chapter. You were trying to carry them to the mountaintop, but their lungs weren't built for that altitude. They had to fall away so you could climb higher. From this day forward, we do not stop helping people. We do not stop loving. We do not stop being the light. But we get smart. We add a new ingredient to our boundless empathy, and that ingredient is called boundaries. You are a bridge, yes, but you are not a doormat. A bridge connects people to a better place, but a bridge also has a weight limit. If someone brings too much toxic baggage, too much entitlement, and too much disrespect onto your bridge, the bridge doesn't collapse. The toll gate closes. You have to realize your own worth. Stop trying to pour oceans into people who only have the capacity to hold a teacup. Stop trying to fix people who are deeply in love with their own brokenness. You cannot save someone who enjoys the attention of drowning. You must learn the difference between helping someone and carrying someone. You can walk beside them, you can hand them the tools, you can shine the flashlight, but you cannot walk the path for them. And if they get angry because you refuse to carry them on your back, let them be angry. Their anger is not your responsibility. You have a destiny. You have a purpose that is so much bigger than being an emotional dumpster for ungrateful people. The pain you are feeling right now, Let it burn. Let it burn away the naivety. Let it burn away the people-pleasing trauma you've been carrying since childhood. Let it forge a spine of absolute steel inside of you. When the scorpion stung the frog halfway across the river, the frog asked, "Why did you do that? Now we will both drown." The scorpion replied, "I couldn't help it. It's my nature." Well, what is your nature? Your nature is to swim. Your nature is to survive. Your nature is to rise above the toxic, venomous people of this world and keep breathing. They may have stung you. They may have tried to drag you down, but they forgot one crucial detail about who they were dealing with. You don't drown. You take the pain and you turn it into power. You take the betrayal and you turn it into a boundary. You take the loss and you turn it into a lesson. You are going to take all that massive, incredible energy you were pouring into them, and for the first time in your life, you are going to pour it into yourself. Watch what happens when you love yourself as fiercely as you loved them. Watch what happens to your life, your career, your health, and your peace of mind when you become your own savior. You are going to build a life so profoundly beautiful, so incredibly successful, and so deeply peaceful that their betrayal will be nothing more than a tiny footnote in the epic masterpiece of your story. Let them go. Wish them well, and then walk into your greatness, leaving them in the dust of your relentless forward motion. If you're watching this and you've survived the pain of being stabbed in the back by someone you loved, I want to say, I am proud of you. It takes a warrior to keep a soft heart in a hard world. Keep your heart soft, but build your boundaries out of titanium. The right people, the ones who truly deserve your light, are looking for you. And when they find you, they won't use you. They will multiply you. If this video spoke to your soul today, please hit the like button so this message can reach someone else who is sitting in the dark, wondering why they were betrayed. Subscribe to the channel if you want to keep growing, keep healing, and keep rising with us. Drop a comment below and type, "I am taking my power back," if you are committing to yourself today. I read every single one. Until next time, protect your peace, know your worth, and never apologize for having a good heart. I'll see you in the next one.